As a South African, I tried the Viral Dubai Paratha Smash burger and look at how flaky the dough actually is. Full of layers, this is my version of the paratha burger. So let's get started with this amazing recipe. Welcome if you're new to my channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive updates of more amazing recipes. Let's start by marinating our burgers. Take 500 grams of beef mince, and I've used lean mince. Make sure all the water has properly drained. To this, add 1 medium onion grated and squeezed of all the water. Also add in 4 tablespoons of chopped coriander. Add in 1 teaspoon of fine salt, 1 egg to bind everything properly, and the following spices: 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, a quarter cup of breadcrumbs, and this is going to absorb whatever moisture is left in the mince. Mix everything well, then cover with plastic wrap and leave in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Now let's make our paratha dough. To a bowl, add 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of fine salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, then add 1 tablespoon of melted ghee and mix to resemble breadcrumbs. Once it resembles breadcrumbs, add in half a cup of milk, and I've used full cream milk for this, and about 2 tablespoons of water. Then mix to form a soft, workable dough. Cover the dough with some plastic wrap and leave aside for about 30 minutes. Now let's make a yummy spicy sauce for our burgers. To a bowl, add 1 tablespoon of mustard sauce, then add 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon of hot sauce or sriracha sauce. Also add in half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of paprika. Lastly, add in half a cup of mayonnaise and mix well until everything is incorporated. If you've been following my recipes, you know that I use this in almost all my burgers, hot dogs, everything. Now let's start shaping our parathas. Leaving the dough to rest allows it to soften a bit more. Divide the dough into 6 equal portions, place them back into the bowl, and now you're ready to roll them. Dust a little flour onto a work surface and roll as shown here. Roll out to about 15 to 20 centimeters in diameter. Smear some melted butter ghee over the rolled dough. Using a pizza cutter, cut lines as shown here. Then start folding from one end as shown. Once you've reached the ends, start twirling them inwards towards each other, placing one side of the circle over the other so that you create layers. Now roll this to about 15 centimeters in diameter. Do the same for all, making sure you have distinctive layers in between all of them. And now it's time to toast these parathas. I'm using a flat-based pan, and this is on medium-high heat. Toast for about 5 minutes on either side until golden brown in color. When toasted, the layers get even more distinctive. And look at all these layers in between each paratha. Toast all of them and leave aside. Now let's remove our burgers from the fridge and divide these into 6 equal portions. Flatten them as you would normal burgers and make sure that they are the exact size as the parathas that we made earlier. Using the same pan that we used earlier, I've added some butter ghee and then placed the burgers over this. This is also on medium-high heat. Smash them down a bit so that they flatten up a bit more. Otherwise, they wouldn't be called smash burgers. Fry about 5 minutes on either side and then turn over, placing a square piece of sweet milk cheese over the burgers. Once they've cooked properly on both sides, leave them aside in a plate. In the same pan, I've also fried some onions just to caramelize them a bit to add to our burgers. Don't fry them too much. And now it's time to assemble our paratha burgers. We've got our fried onions, our sauce, our parathas, and we've got our burgers covered with cheese. Take each paratha and slice it in half. Add about a tablespoon of sauce over this, then place our burgers, top with some onions and more sauce if you like, and then cover with the other half. So flaky and so full of layers. For a healthy alternative, I've placed these paratha burgers over some lettuce. Added in some sliced lemons and some coriander leaves just for garnishing. These paratha smash burgers are so delicious and so flavorful that you just have to try this recipe. Even when you tear them apart, they just crumble. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next vlog.